Richard McCallum, who's the Group CEO of UK-India Business Council, joins me on India Sense. Mr. McCallum, thanks much for speaking to me. My first question to you is that how do you see the election results that have come in? It's on expected lines, even better than what was expected. But your first thoughts on the changed political landscape in UK?
Well, the UK electorate's given the Labour Party a landslide victory in the general election, and it's really a very impressive achievement, I think, to go from something like 200 seats in 2019 to over 400 today. From my conversations with officials in the Labour Party, we are reassured that they want to strengthen the partnership with India. Their manifesto talks about a new strategic partnership and cooperation areas, including technology and defence and security and climate change. So yes, we are looking forward to working with the UK government to strengthen the UK-India partnership.
Which are the areas that you expect policy changes to happen fast with regard to UK-India relations?
Well, it's too early to tell exactly what the new policy landscape will look like, but we've recommended 5 areas where we believe the new government should focus on. Refreshing the roadmap that we have between the UK and India. So we have a 2021 roadmap up until 2030, which we'd like to see refreshed.
You've known the UK-India ties for the last 20 years. You've seen it grow. What do you think is the potential, the upside that really lies? Because these are partners who have a thriving trade relationship, but there are thorns on both sides, immigration being one of them. So what do you think is the potential for UK-India ties from here on?
Well, it's important to understand that the economic relationship's already very strong, right? It's estimated there's about 635 UK firms in India, generating about $50 billion of turnover and employing about 660,000 people. And there's about 950 Indian companies in the UK, and India is now the second largest investor in the UK in terms of FDI. So I think we are natural allies and strategic partners. Of course, this is just the start of the process. We'd like to see significant increases in terms of trade and investment between the two countries. I also want to see more UK companies reevaluate how they look at India. I think they need to start thinking about India not so much as a market, or not just as a market, but as a partner, part of their technology chain, part of their talent chain, part of their supply chain. That's something that we want to promote.
Migration, mobility continue to be some of the biggest issues. Do you expect Labour to really go ahead and solve these thorny issues to ensure the relationship progresses, prospers faster?
It's a very important issue. It's a very good question. I think, again, it's too early to tell exactly what the Labour government will mean for change in terms of mobility. But the story is actually quite a good one. I think we need to correct some misconceptions here. India receives the majority of the UK's skilled worker visas. There are more Indian students in the UK now than any other nationality. I think, according to a King's College study, there were about 350,000 visas issued to Indians last year. Of course, it's really vital that remains open and accessible. It's very important. And I also think it's very important that we encourage more UK students to come to India, because this is how they get a better understanding of how important India is becoming as a global power.
All right, before I let you go, what would you want as your wish list from Keir Starmer to ensure that it acts like an enabling aspect in terms of putting investments and ensuring higher investments from India?
Well, the UK is and remains a very attractive destination for Indian investors. The fundamentals of the UK economy are strong. We are returning to growth. Inflation is down. I saw recently from my interactions with Indian companies in the UK that their profits are growing very quickly, quarter on quarter in the UK. There will be change. There will be some policy reforms. But after that, given there's a large parliamentary majority now for the Labour government, where we see policy certainty and stability. And I think that's what investors are really looking for.
Thank you so much, Richard, for speaking to me. Thanks.